Hi, everyone. I'm Jay Ferguson.
And it's Antoine Battle here.
And it's a Ferguson Battle.
So we are back. We feel like we've been gone for a minute, but we just want to come, check and chat and see how the people doing and talk to you guys about a couple of different things. So what do you want to talk about today?
So let's talk about, you told me how you came out.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. You told me how you came out to your family.
Okay.
I really don't have a coming out story, but
everybody has some type of coming out story.
Honestly, I really don't have a coming out story. It was just like I didn't feel the need to share with anybody. So it was like if you knew, you knew. If you didn't, you didn't.
So did you come out?
Hold up, you got really? Like we're on like YouTube. For the world.
And now you want to tell everybody. You wait till now to tell the people? Okay, I can't wait to hear this. So when you say you didn't really just tell anyone.
I didn't broadcast it. That's what it was.
So, okay, maybe this is a better question. When did you accept your reality or your truth?
I accepted my truth. 2008.
Oh.
Yeah, it was 2008. That's when I was like, yeah, I don't care. I'm out on my own. I pay my own bills. I mean, like, I don't care about what people say about me. Although I still was, I guess, a little bit apprehensive about being out. You know, I was just watching myself. Like when it came to jobs and like family, I really didn't want them to know because I didn't want to feel like I was being judged in a sense. But if they knew, they knew. If they asked, I'll tell them.
Well, yeah, now. You gotta tell them nothing.
But yeah, I really don't have a coming out story.
So mine's is a bit different. I feel like everybody have a story. You just need to figure out what your story is. But I remember when I was 18 years old, I always knew, me personally. But as far as confessing it to my family or anything like that, it was around the age of 18 years old. And I remember my best friend, his name is Aaron. He's going to kill me for saying his name here. But I remember him being my best friend and still is my best friend today. And it was a situation where my family or parents thought that he and I would be a thing, a couple. But he's just my friend.
Come on, Aaron.
He's just my friend. And that's all I ever wanted, right? Is just to have that friend. And I always said that I don't know if I would have the words to say physically to my family and parents that this is who I am. So it was a day I wrote a letter. I was very upset and just in my feelings because I was being told I was with the person I really wasn't, and I'm telling my truth. And it's like, okay, well, here's the letter that tells you it all. And I remember writing this letter, and it's so funny because my mama will tell you the same story. I put the letter in her purse.
Maybe we should bring her on.
Oh, gosh. So she gets the letter, and I get in my car and burn out to work. Like, zoom, race. Because I feel like she ain't going to catch me at this point. So now I race on to work, and she called my job, like, blowing it up. And I'm like, tell her we busy. Bank full of customers. We can't talk. I'm like, it's the first of my everybody got their check. We got to cash them. So I'm sitting there, and she's like, blow the phone. So I'm like, should I go and talk to her? So I get at work. So I go, I ask my boss, and I tell my boss, like, what's going on? I'm like, I need to just talk to her. So she's like, you better go talk to your mama. You got to go home. I ain't think of that part. I got to go home. I live with these people. So I get on the phone, and she's like bawling, crying. This is what you think of me. You think this. And I'm like, oh, you misread the letter. Did you read it backwards? She interpreted everything like I hated her, like I wanted to move out, like I feel she didn't like me. And I'm
So
like,
let's go into details of what did you put in this letter to make her feel like you know, a negative thing towards her?
so back then, because if you see my mother now to then, it's a progression. Back then, she was the person that was, a mother always know everything, and we know everything, but you better not be gay. But I thought you knew everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she knew, but the letter was confirmation. So in the letter at the time, I was like, you know, things like that are hurtful. And I'm sure a lot of people probably experience the same thing, probably why he ain't came out yet.
I've come out.
But anywho, you know, people go through that. And in my situation, it was, I have to tell you how it makes me feel. It is not that you treat me that way. It's just words sometimes do hurt, especially when it's coming from your family and stuff like that. So I say, you know, sometimes when you say these things, it make me feel like you hate me.
So
Knowing that you don't.
That's what you put in the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I put in there like, you know, this is just my best friend. He's just my friend. It is what it is. 16 years later, we still homies. So that's how they came out. And I remember getting home. And my dad is like, so I get home, mama done cried all her little tears. You know, she calm. She cooked, I remember, I think red beans. I'm from New Orleans, so she had cooked red beans. Had to be a Monday because we only eat red beans on Mondays. That's a whole nother story. We having red beans today, and it's Monday. Okay, so I get home, and she's like, your daddy wants you. So he like sitting in the room like this. And I walk in the room, and it's like back is to me, right? So I'm like, you want me? He was like, close the door. So I'm thinking, shit. He about to beat me with the bed rails. He about to pillow fight me. Something. I don't know what the hell going on. So I'm like, what is it? That boy said, back still to me. Like this. You can feel this energy. You like boys? I was like, what you mean? He said, or do you like girls? Never looked at me. Just like this. And I'm like, okay. Tough skin, man. Hell, you done wrote the letter. You done told the people who you are. This shirt is, you know, my muscles are getting real big. Like, look. Oh, shit. We about to pop this. Anyway, so listen. So I'm like, why don't you just ask me the question that you want to ask me? So now I'm just going to tell him, look, it is what it is. Yes, I like guys. I do like girls to hang out with, but I like guys, and that's just my preference. But what we later learned is I'm still the same person. I am who I am, but I think a lot of things later on in life, my family had to understand there's a lot of misconceptions out there about gays. So with that, how do you feel about family acceptance?
I feel like, well, for the most part, my family, they accept me for who I am. They, like, I've never just like out and said, hey, this is who I am. This is what, you know, this is what I'm doing in my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been this private person, but not so private, if that makes sense. If not, sleep on it, you'll get it. But it's just certain things that I will share with everybody. And this is one of the things that I just didn't share. So, I mean, like I'm sharing it now, but
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like they accept me for who I am. They love me. They love whoever I love. I can bring you around and we just have a grand old time. They accept you just like family. So you'll soon see. You will soon see. But yeah, my family cool. Like,
yeah,
they're cool.
I think it's, for me, it was a journey for sure. I feel like my mother would think I was going to the club to do God knows what. Not me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to dance by myself. You seen that in the last video. But for me, I get where she came from. There is a lot of misconceptions, and I think it took me leaving Louisiana from a storm and coming to find myself and, being an independent person. But what I had to have the conversation with her was, who do you think you raised? Did you raise a whore? Or did you raise a good child that's going to be thoughtful and independent and take care of himself? If that's who you raise, then that's who you're going to see grow up. Now, I know some people have different paths, but that was my story. I am not the one out here like that. And that wasn't what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was find a career, find someone I could love, build a home. Those are things that and growing my future together. But later on, we learned that. And I think where my family is now, they're super accepting. Sometimes it's scary.
They love me, y'all.
They told you that?
He hating.
I'm not hating.
No, but I think for a long time, it's like some people, or I can speak for myself, I didn't want to really come out because of the perception that people gave, like, oh, if you're gay, you're gonna get AIDS, or you got AIDS, or it was just all of this negativity stuff. And so for me, I don't want to be put in that category. So now, I mean, like, AIDS happened to anybody. You can be straight, gay, bi, curious, whatever. So
I think for me, I always wanted to battle the indifference. So
come on, battle.
But I think it's like this for me. I get that there's the negativity around there, and you don't want to be teased, you don't want to be called these things, but those are all the things that I've fought against for myself, because I wanted to be me. So I will walk the hallways of school as me. I will show up at work as me, and especially once I told my family, I ain't worried about these people. And at the end of the day, I wish a lot of people had that courage, but they don't. But for me, that's just my story, my truth. And it was, no, this is me. I am a strong, young Black man.
So growing up, have you ever experienced like your family members calling you sissy or fag or any of those?
Not to my face if they did.
No. Well, I have. Even with some like school kids, oh, sissy, punk, fag, hey, I'm strong, I have tough skin, you can tell. I mean, like, you can call me whatever you want. Just don't put your hands on me, we're good. So, yeah, I went through the whole, like, middle school, elementary, high school, well, some parts of high school. I started dating girls and women, like, early age. Yeah, I mean, like...
I've never done that before.
So how you know you gay?
Just as sure as I know it's a drink in this cup. That's how I know.
So yeah, I've always known, but I did try to fight it at one point. I said for a long time, I wouldn't wish gayness on anyone. It's very complicated to live this lifestyle. It's like the backlash is, and to this day, I still feel this way. Really? I do not wish this lifestyle on anyone. I don't.
We're going to have to work on that, because I wish it off to you. I'm going to rub it off on you, as a matter of fact.
What they call it, the
fairy dust.
Fairy dust. There you go.
I wish I had a little bit in my hand. I get that, and I'm sure there's a lot of individuals and people that feel the same way. But for me,
I don't regret it at all. I don't. Like, I love who I am.
You love me?
I love who I am. Yes, I love you. Okay. But I love who I am. It's just that
it's hard.
If I had a choice, I would not choose this lifestyle for
Now, let me tell you why I disagree with that.
Okay.
You're black.
I don't have a choice to be black.
Do you have a choice to be gay?
It's not a choice.
Is it?
It's not.
Okay, so why would you not want to be something that you didn't choose to be?
Okay. Same reason why some people choose not to be the transgender.
Okay.
All right. Born male, born female, they choose not to be male or female, so they switch to the opposite sex. Right?
Okay.
That's a choice that they are able to make. I'm black. Like, I love to be black. But if I was not satisfied with being black, can I change it? Yeah.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, my bloodstream, my bloodline is still black.
Okay.
Being gay, can I choose to be gay? Some people, yeah, later on in life, you figure, or, let me just start messing around with guys or girls or whatever. Yeah, but for me, I feel like, yes, I was born gay. Since I was 5 years old, I knew it was something in me that was different.
Okay. And all that time, you wouldn't want, so your difference made you feel somewhat oppressed because you couldn't be happy because of society?
Possibly. That could have something to do with it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I still don't. I stand by that. I'm not going to change that. And,
why you don't wish it? Because it's hard?
Because it is hard. It's a hard lifestyle to live.
But I guess that's why I asked the question about being black. Like, would you not wish people being black? Would you? Because for me, it's...
Well, I mean, for me, no. I mean, like, I love being black. I can't answer that question because that's just something that to choose to be another race, I just don't see myself even. It's not even a thought for me. But there are some people out here that's, I wish I wasn't black. Yeah. You wish you were black? White? I mean, you kind of mixed a little bit.
White, black.
White,
I'm sure
black,
we had a master in our
Asian.
lifetime somewhere. I can appreciate you saying that, and I'm glad that you are happy where you are today. I get what you're saying is because it is a tough lifestyle, but I think it's a conversation to have because, like, nowadays people, well, I mean, it's sure it's always been happening, but you hear it more relevant now. It's young kids committing suicide because people are bullying them because they're gay. And for me, I'm happy and I wouldn't change nothing about me. Like, I wouldn't. But what I would do differently is maybe help other people a little bit differently, right? Because your journey of why you probably wouldn't wish it on other people potentially comes from being in your youth and people are teasing me and it seemed to be a derogatory thing, which makes you say, I wouldn't wish this on anybody else because they will live a hard life. When in reality, you already were living a hard life. If you weren't gay, you was already living a hard life. You was young and black. Your life was already hard. And honestly, to this day, it still is hard. And I remember coming up, I had a mentor when I worked at a previous job. He told me, you have 3 things against you. You're young, black, and you're gay. I like that. I'm different. And I'm going to fight to continue to be who I am. So what I would do differently is maybe tell the people who treat the youth and make them feel like who they are aren't acceptable and you aren't great. Maybe tell them that they aren't. Because the same people that attempted to belittle the youth you made you grow into this person of saying, this is a hard life, and I don't want y'all to have it. I'm going to send you some fairy dust. Because I'm doing fine.
Because he is gay.
I know you're not talking. I'm going to show a picture on this one.
A picture? What picture?
I'm going to show you.
Show me now.
I'm going to send y'all a picture later on.
I wish the hell he would.
So, how are we doing?
It's
been 3 months, 10 days. How many hours? No, 3 months, 4 days. 7 hours, 38 minutes.
Well,
22 seconds.
Really?
You got to get the people an update.
We are doing great. Clearly. No, we're not married.
No. What does it mean?
Our third month, I felt like we needed to make a commitment, a solid commitment. We're already committed. I think
clarity is important to the people. They're trying to understand what you mean. Now you decide.
No, but things were getting more serious, and so I just felt like we needed something that would bring us closer together. So I decided to get these promise rings, and just pretty much made promises to each other that, I'm not going to share that, but yeah, we just made promises, and yeah, we're good. 3 months in, right? Just us.
That's our thing. Don't steal it. So 3 months in, how are you feeling?
Well,
you tried it.
No,
you tried it.
What?
You tried it.
What you talking about?
Go ahead. How you feeling?
3 months in, I'm feeling great. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like
my family really do like him. You won?
Like
what you won?
Oh, no, I really do feel like I won. I won not only a relationship, but I won myself back. I feel like I'm happy. I'm happy as I have ever been. And you contribute to that, I can say. And he about to start crying, y'all, because he is such a gay.
Oh, okay.
No.
Wait till I pull that footage out of you and your little red eyes.
My who?
Your little red eyes crying. I'm not.
So where are you? How are you feeling?
Oh, you done?
Yes.
That's all?
Yeah.
I'm happy. I feel like, if y'all ever seen, what is the movie? Jill Scott is in it. Why did I get married?
Why did I get married too?
Okay. No,
why did I get married?
Yeah. It's part one. Why did I get married? Yes. So you remember the scene where Jill Scott is in the restroom? Well, she comes back with Troy. They ain't seen Jill Scott in a few months. Your friends, because the husband she was with was treated like crap, and he cheated on her with that girl, kicked her to the curb, bust him over the head. Okay, I remember. So now she comes back with Troy for Janet Jackson's character, I forget, like some award ceremony. And now she got on her cincher, Girl sucked in, made it look like she lost a little weight or something, or they had a fat suit on her. I don't know what happened, but, either way,
Shade.
She looked good. She came back. She was a little small and stuff. She got me all in the gym and stuff. You been going.
How are you feeling?
I'm trying to get there. So that part where she come in and she tell her friends, he runs with me, he talks with me. And she exhale. That's how I feel. wait and exhale wasn't gonna be a good, metaphor for this. I don't know what happened to them heifers, so they exhaled too long. I don't know what they was all single in there.
I think so.
Yeah, we wasn't going to exhale that way. So I feel like that. I'm happy. I'm still giddy. I still smile a lot. That's good.
Giddy.
I need that. I'm getting old.
Like next time y'all see him, you're gonna have like all of these creases right here. Yeah, I'm smiling a lot.
Oh, that's what it is to you be trying.
What? See? Look. No.
All in the first 48.
See, it's shit like that I gotta watch out for. No.
Boy, little hot sauce ain't gonna kill you in that food.
No, but I love this dude. Like, I am really happy.
Look at you coming out to the world. You know this is gonna go on www. You know what that means? World Wide Web. Okay.
Yeah. We're happy.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're color. Da-da-da-da. Give me a high five. You said it right. Normally you say hutch fudge, and I can't stand that.
Give me a hutch fudge.
That's
what it sounds like they said.
Them people say high five. Where you get
Give
hutch?
me a high five.
All right, cut and print. Beautiful guys. Join the mic. You are so corny. I like that though.
We are corny. Sometimes.
You're
you
goofy.
more than I am, but anyway, that's our time, guys. Look forward to our next video. We're not sure what we're gonna talk about, but it will be coming to you soon. So make sure you
like,
look
subscribe, share, comment below. That's who don't know the rules no more. Give me a hudge fudge. You're so good. Do you want to say any last words? Go ahead. Go.
No. That's it.
That's how you're gonna just.
Yes.
Bye.